Hi guys, and welcome to the Charlie Morrison YouTube channel, and today I have a special guest. His name is Jamie, and the reason that Jamie's here is to tell his story of where Jamie's come from. Jamie, I have been fascinated by your story ever since you got in touch, because it's a story like no other. You have done this all by yourself. And really, if you could tell me where this started, where this alcoholism started.
I'd say alcohol got a grip on me about 5 years ago, when I really noticed the change in myself, physically and mentally. It started really just slowly, steadily increasing my alcohol on a daily basis, which started off like maybe a bottle of wine a night or something. Up until the point where I got rushed to hospital, which I was on probably 3 or 4 bottles of wine a day / night. I would start drinking on the morning, you know. I was battling with like mental side of things as well. So I would just get up and start drinking to numb that side of it. And then before I knew it, I was drinking like 2 bottles, 3 bottles, 4 bottles. Then I stayed on 4 bottles probably for roughly about 2 years. I was jaundiced, you know, the yellows in my eyes and stuff. Skin had a tinge yellow and stuff.
So the tinge of the yellow, that's when it's getting really, really bad. That's when all the kind of jaundice is happening. How was the family and the kind of work and your girlfriend, how you was all that developing then? Because that's like crisis point by then, isn't it?
Yeah, so the crisis point was obviously really bad one evening. I was throwing up then. I knew I didn't feel right. I quickly rushed to the toilet and I was vomiting, and it was just projectile. It was blood, and it was constant flow. In the end, I got rushed to A&E and resus. You know, it's all alcohol related. It was an upper GI bleed, they called it. You know, some people can pass away with that. You know, so I was close to that. That's what I was told from the doctors in A&E. But in terms of how I reacted to my family and stuff, obviously they were frightened, but I just wasn't taking it in what they were saying to me and what they were warning me of. Like say, I was just hell-bent on getting drunk every day and in self-destruct. But that was the point, yeah, when obviously getting rushed into hospital and getting told that you could be dying in minutes, you know. That was the crisis point. Yeah.
Jamie, I'm hearing a lot of destruction. Where did that pain come from?
I was in a relationship probably about 6 years ago. Now we split up, but it was a toxic relationship. I used to be outgoing, confident, you know, and then that slowly got beaten out of me. Into a point where I stopped seeing my friends, family. I was out the way living up in Newcastle. And obviously when that finally came to an end, I think that the release was alcohol, you know, what I turned to, and then that got a grip me. I'm not just saying that that's the only reason why. I probably had a few underlying things as well mentally that I was battling with. That also contributed just to rely on alcohol really to try and take the edge off that pain, and then that slowly took over my life, the alcohol.
Jamie, I can see loads of stuff in your eyes. Tell me, what was the worst part of all this?
So I think being told, obviously rushed in with the bleeding, I wasn't clued up on that side of things. You know, I knew I was in danger, but not at that severity where I remember the doctor who was looking after me said, oh, you could die. And I mean, just recalling that straight away, I started snapping out of it, but I realised it wasn't just one thing I can put my finger on saying that. That's when I noticed it was laying in there for them few minutes when I was going in and out of consciousness, and realising what I'd done to myself, you know, and how many people I've hurt doing this to myself. So,
Jamie, you've had a long night in hospital, you've been told that you were going to die, and the Jamie that I see in front of me, you're fitter, you're healthy, you've got a great tan, every time I speak to you, you've got this great outlook in life. Where did the recovery start and how far have you actually come?
I think the next day I went up to get a camera down my throat and see if there was any more issues, obviously regarding what I'd been through the night before, and then being given sort of the all clear on that, and you can just carry on. You can start the recovery now. Then I was attending obviously meetings, what they were going to do next concerning my liver, kidneys, because they're nigh on shutdown.
Yeah.
So the recovery started then. Really, I started seeing the liver nurse at North Tees Hospital, which was great. Like even now, they couldn't do enough for me. You know, I was scared of what they were going to be doing to me, like getting the drains in every couple of weeks. You know, to take the ascites away from my stomach, which obviously helped. I mean, in terms of the mental side of it, I didn't go to attend any meetings. I just decided I'd stop drinking. I would just do it on my own, just little bits every day. You know, obviously I stopped the drinking straight away. That was enough. I know they say it's dangerous to do that. Yeah, it could be that. Luckily, it wasn't for me. And then slowly, every day, like I say, I started doing a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. I know these meetings for some people do help, but I mean, I'm not saying they wouldn't work for me. I just chose not to go to them. You know, I thought I would tackle this on my own, and got my head down and done it, and still doing it. I mean, I haven't fully recovered yet. I'm still attending like meetings and stuff with the doctors and consultants and stuff. And
tell me, Jamie, you've come such a long way in your recovery. What would you say to the Jamie of the past, with everything that you know now?
So I would say, obviously take it easy with the drinking. And if you can, I know it's hard sometimes when you're out with your friends and you're under a bit of pressure to keep drinking and drinking, but you don't always have to do that. You can still have a good time without the drinking, you know.
Jamie, thank you very much, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure to hear your story, and I wish you all the best in your recovery. Well, wasn't that a fantastic recovery story from Jamie? My name's Charlie Morrison, and this is a YouTube channel. Please subscribe, put a comment on, and tell me how you're doing in your recovery. My name's Charlie. See you on the other side.